Thanks for joining me in another video about Skyrim with the Requiem overhaul. And I've been stalling on this for quite a while, but I think my preparations are finally complete. Let's go do the Soul Cairn. So, to get ready for this, I made sure my magic was going to be high enough I could still cast my mage armor rank 5. I tested that right before I started up here, and I think that'll make me strong enough to handle the invisible entities, which are the real dangerous part. So we can switch our gear over to my magic casting stuff. I'm just going to get this armor up while I have a good chance to do it. Switch back to our combat gear, and away we go. And we've got the welcome. Yeah, good thing to have this mage armor up, otherwise there's absolutely no way that I would survive that. And I'll just take the stranger names because they sell well. Alright, that's worthy of a quick save. Alright, I think I might have to slow down for a second and let my stamina regen. I've got a home-cooked meal going, so it hopefully won't take overly long. Yeah, let's just refresh the buff right now before something else comes along. And I think we're in a pretty decent spot. And I think these guys can shout, but that doesn't really worry me at all. My magic resist is at 90%, and I've got the meditating on Foos going, so shouts do basically nothing. Let's see, do I need to switch over to weapon? Yeah, much better. The kill move on the invisible entity is kind of funny looking. And if you haven't already noticed, I am using the visible entities mod. I think that it does make the fights moderately easier. It doesn't change any of the stats, but not being able to see them is pretty helpful. And it means I don't have to use stuff like detect life, which I think would just be kind of fun. And I need to get my buff going in. So I think I just picked a really terrible time to switch my armor and gave myself terrible resistances. So lesson learned. Gotta be careful about my location, because I wasn't taking into account that not having the Savior's Hide and all that good stuff makes me suddenly very vulnerable to... I don't even know what cold spell that was that just killed me, but... let's make sure I've got the rune axe on a favorite, yeah. Because I want to have the... No, I don't really want to find Arvat. Not interested. I just want to get out of this place as quickly as possible. That's doing a surprising amount of damage. Let's pop a armor rating potion. This very penalty has done kind of a lot of damage to me. Okay, I'm just going to quick save here because this is close to where I died last time, and pop some more health potion. And here I think is a spot where I can refresh my armor buff. The big downside of the Mage Armor Rank 5 is it only lasts 75 seconds, whereas my other Mage Armor spells last like 3 or 4 minutes. And yeah, I'm just taking the most direct route I can come up with to get through here. And this is actually the first chance I've gotten to use the Dawnguard Rune Axe, so it's not really, it charges up as I kill more undead, but as of yet it hasn't charged up very far, so it's basically just a Dawnguard Axe, more or less. And I don't even remember if there's any good loot to be found in the Soul Cairn, but I'm pretty sure that there's nothing I really care about. I just don't want to have these guys following me around all over the place. Ouch. I don't even know what that was. I guess that was a paralyze effect? No, because I've got paralyzed immunity. Alright, whatever. I don't care enough about clearing that guy to hang back. I'm just gonna keep moving across the terrain and let Serana distract the enemies. And my buff is worn off. That's very bad. Okay, I've got 2 mysterious enemies after me. Do I have any shouts I can use to get away from them? Alright, well, at least I saved recently. Ooh. Okay, that was a little awkward, but got through it. Now I really need to get my buff back up. I didn't realize it had worn off so quickly. I'm gonna save again there. That was a pretty bad save that I had there for a second. Yeah, saving right next to the invisible entities, not the brightest move ever. And I'm hearing big noises in the background, but I'm not sure what they are, and I'm not sure I really care to find out. So I'm just going to keep proceeding in a straight line toward the quest objective. Sounds like Serana is busy getting wrecked by shouts. This one needs the rune axe. Just gonna play it safe and take down the token here. Gotta be aware that my buff is gonna run out soon. Wow, there's a lot of them. Okay, I don't have my buff up anymore, and I'm low on stamina potions, which is unfortunate, but as long as I don't have any invisible entities come along soon, I'll probably be okay. Get at least some kind of mage armor going. And they have really killed my stamina. Guess I'll just wait for a second and let those degens wear off. That's another spot for a quick save, because even though I'm kind of depleted, my health is decent. I really want to get my buff back up. Okay, I think I'm just going to ignore those guys that are behind me. I think they're just beating up on Serana, which, yeah, I don't really feel obligated to come to her rescue. Or maybe I have to because I can't get in. Okay, I have no idea what happened there. I do have mage armor up, right? Rank 4, but I want rank 5. Okay, maybe for whatever reason I can't have both up at the same time. I would think that the better one would overwrite the less good one, but what are you gonna do? I would like it if Serana would get out of whatever trouble she's gotten herself into. Is there some debuff going on? Because I really should be having my superior mage armor going. Wow, those cold spells actually do a remarkable amount of damage, even with my very high resistance going. One thing I can do that might help is I can put on some resist frost boots. And sometimes hitting me with frost. These guys actually drop anything? Yeah, soul gems don't really care about that. Whew. Okay, where'd Serana go? Because it seems like I'm being blocked from entering this area that I want to go into.
Mother?
There we go.
Mother! Serana? Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
You must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you got it all wrong. We're here to stop him. To make everything right.
Wait a minute. You brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has... It pains me to think you'd travel with coming from one. Serana has sacrificed everything. You think the scrolls are merely... When I... The scroll... The second scroll like my tradition... We call such confluences the daughters of... Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to.
Yeah. Let's go through the
His eyes.
dialogue.
And how exactly do you plan on stopping him? Have you been listening to me? You can... Whether or... You're here because we're abomination. I see. This stranger aligns himself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to him.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
Dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
If you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can. Yes. Fortunately, you're in a position to... You need to locate, at their bases, destroy the keepers that are tending. One more word of warning. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly...
Okay, so I've completed the lengthy dialogue section, and now time to go track down these 3 guys that I'm supposed to kill. I've cleared out this little section right near where I'm at, but I don't want to wake up too many guys at once if I can at all help it. I can't really see anything out there. Well, okay, there's one skeleton. Something near here. A lot of things near here. Okay. Jeez, those do a lot of damage. Okay. Good thing I brought a lot of potions. Wow, that did a ton of damage. I don't even know what that was that just hit me. Okay, I need to get myself into a little bit better position. Wow, that woke up a lot of enemies. And hopefully Serana is doing something. Yeah, I'm just going to keep retreating for a little bit. My stamina is low, which is bad. Okay. Skooma time. Yikes. Alright, what shot do I want here? more potions. Yeah, wow. That's just a ton of enemies. I don't know how much it really helps to get to the high ground. Can I wait here? Okay, good. So I would really prefer to just fight these guys one at a time. Okay, at the very least this funnels them up to me in not such large and overwhelming numbers. And I don't see any invisible entities, which is good. And I kind of want to hover around this staircase where I've got a little bit of cover to work with. Oh, those are so annoying. Getting stamina drained is really dangerous, because I want to be running and using my power attacks as much as I can. But I've got a decent position here, I think. And if I can just keep trimming down the number of enemies. Okay, nothing behind me, that's good. I just really don't want to get surrounded. As long as I'm only fighting one or two at a time, I'm fine. And I guess I want to be going this direction. There's some more enemies over there. But I think this is an opportunity to get a buff up. Getting close. Wow, that's a lot. Hopefully I can kill whatever nastiness this is before my buff runs out. That might not be a happening thing. Oh, he was a big one. Yeah, grab some dragon bone arrows. That's not such a bad thing to find. And I think I want to wait up here so that my shout is back. Because I'm going to have to do a lot of slow time, I think, to clear this entire area. And a quick save. That is why we quick save. Okay. Okay, I got sort of lost there for a moment. Back on track now. So again, got to be kind of vigilant that my buff doesn't run out. I haven't seen any invisible entities terribly recently, but... Okay, maybe I will be doing Arvax still. Ah, so many misspent. So many. And I want to find a spot where I can wait for a second. Ah, out of stamina. That's a problem. Seems like I needed to bring more stamina potions. So now we're in some trouble. I guess the skooma I took earlier isn't really helping either, but let's just do it again. Gotta do something to buff my stamina so I can clear this area. Okay. Whew. So, alright, I guess I'm doing the Arvac quest whether I want to or not. I'm gonna quick save right here. What is even going on here? Oh, that's an invisible entity. Back up. What are they all beating over there? I don't think I really want to get in there. Can I just run past these guys? That would be nice. I think that was the sound of an invisible entity. No? Yikes. Taking a lot of damage. Dead. Okay, I've got... God, that lasts 9 minutes. Alright, I need to wait for my old mage armor to wear off so I can put on my better mage armor. That's the gist of it.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
And Serana is busy being completely useless. Although I guess if she's soaking up arrow shots for me, that's kind of helpful. Jeez, that does so much damage. Okay, I just really want to clear this little area so I can get a better buff up and get my health regenerated. Also, it'd be nice to have the skooma debuff wear off. Oh, hey, she actually killed something. Okay, I get some... I guess the high ground doesn't really help because I'm going to have to get down in a second anyway, but... Okay, I have to wait for these debuffs to wear off, then I'm gonna wait, then I'll get my real mage armor on. I think it's just a mistake to put on the weaker mage armor because I wasn't realizing that it prevented me from having the good mage armor on. Got my buffs. And I guess I'm gonna do the Arvac quest. Why not?
Arvac! He's such a... He'll help you get around this. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvac for me. He's such a good horse.
Okay. I guess I could start riding Arvac around, but I haven't been using horses up to this point, and I don't really want to start now. Also, I think waking up a huge group of enemies might be really to my disadvantage by just running through them. Okay, I'm just going to wait a second, let my mana get high enough where I can rebuff, and then I'll consider whether I actually want to fight this big fat group of enemies, which I can see kind of clustering up ahead of me. Yeah, the weakened soul really does make everything a little bit more difficult. Alright, I'm going to quick save right there. And here we go. God, 3 invisible entities. Okay, I do not want to fight that. And hopefully they just choose not to follow me. One invisible entity I can handle. I hope I can handle one invisible entity. Yeah, take that, you little... My buff is getting kind of low. Maybe I want to back off for a second, see if I can get it back up. My magicka is also low. Kind of circle around these guys if possible. Alright, this is a relatively safe location. What is that that's running around? Okay, quick save time, and now I'm ready to fight. What do we have here? Oh, there's a keeper. That's another quick save spot. And I'm going to wait for a second so I can rebuff, and then I'll keep going. And who knows what's happening to Serana, but if she's keeping them occupied, that's good enough for me. Okay, so there's a clump over there. I'm not entirely sure which direction I should be going, but maybe the map will tell me. Not really. Okay, what do we have over here? A mist man. Yikes, that's a lot of them. Alright, the Dawnguard rune axe seems like it's getting charged up. I can tell the damage has gotten higher. My buff is getting a little bit low, but hopefully I can kill the rest of these before it needs to be reapplied. Okay. And at this point, I'm not sure if I'm running back toward the castle or toward the third of the keepers. Hopefully it's the third of the keepers, because I am ready to get out of here. That guy oddly wasn't hostile yet, but no sense in just, you know, waiting around. And yeah, I'm not going to mess around with that. Let's just keep pushing forwards. Oh. That's not what I wanted to see. Especially because my buff is about to wear out. Dude! Okay, my buff is now all the way out, and I really need to reapply it. And I didn't bring any magic potions with me, because why would I? Just gonna camp here for a second, let my magicka come back, and then I'll push forward even further. Yeah, the Dawnguard rune axe is definitely getting steadily better. Ouch. I don't even know what that was. Yikes. Okay, that is a lot of enemies. I'm gonna have to back up a little bit. Because if I get a large number of those casters grouped up on me at once, it won't matter how good my buffs are. And I need to back up a little bit and reapply. And I suppose one approach to this would be to break out my bow and try and go after them. Oh, I don't know what it was that knocked me over there. But yeah, I could try and break out my bow, but I don't think that's going to be particularly more effective. But yeah, the Dawnguard rune axe is freaking awesome. Much better than just the regular Dawnguard axe. Huge upgrade. Okay, my buffs are getting a little low again. Swing and a miss. And my buff is out, so I've got to retreat. Yikes. So many archers. Okay. So many archers. Huh. I guess I'm not the only one getting knocked down. Alright, well, they're advancing a little bit at a time toward me, which is good. I'm very low on stamina, and I'm running out of potions, which is bad. I think I'm just going to wait a second and let those debuffs wear off. I could switch to my stamina regen amulet, but I don't think taking off the Galder amulet would be wise at this point. What is this? Soul Cairn summoning. Okay. Well, if I was a conjurer, that would probably be pretty exciting. Mage armor about to run out. Maybe I can take down these last couple of guys before it goes. Okay. Quick save right there, and then rebuff. Yeah, I don't think I was one-shotting these guys when I first came in, so that at the very least is a big improvement that I'm getting. Okay. I cleared my little area. Alright, now I think this is an opportunity to... Do I have a mammoth cheese bowl? Yeah. That'll let me conserve my potions a little bit better. Okay, I'm getting close to whatever it is I'm supposed to be going after. Oop. And there's another invisible entity. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit cheap to not have to guess at where the stupid invisible entities are, but it's not like they're easy as it is. Oh, Serrano's back. Very good. Okay, yeah, the Dawnguard rune axe is considerably better against these guys. They must have really high armor. And take a little pause. Now that I've got some health regen going from the cheese bowl, that's very much to my advantage. question is, do I need to be worried about the Wraithmen more or the Keeper more? And I think the correct answer is just to keep focusing down this guy. Whew. Yeah, I don't really want to mess with this. Okay, let's just keep going forward. Quick save time, and I think this is reapply buff time, just in case I get unlucky and run into some invisible entities. Yeah, I wonder if my Dawnguard War Axe shows how many undead it's killed. Nope. I think it caps out at 100, and I've got to be at least like 20 or 30 by now. At least 20 or 30 by now. What do we have here? Okay, I've still got a nice health on my mage armor. And I've got multiple items with immunity to paralysis, but it's just evidently not doing anything. Arrow from the Soul Cairn. I'm curious what those actually do. I'll have to try those out later because I have no memory of what those supposedly do. Maybe that's what's hitting me with the paralysis effect? Yikes, I don't even know what that is. But maybe it's a good idea to go hit it with an axe. Okay, it's just something to make it more painful to check that chest. Okay, well, I'm sure there's some person who knows better than me what all this stuff is, and maybe they'll choose to illuminate me later in the comments.
Where'd you come from?
Alright, still pretty good life left on my buff, so I'm in decent shape there. Now just to take the shortest path to get back out of here.
You managed to destroy... Yes. Keep watch for Durnehviir. The prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate. The Elder Scroll is just a bit further.
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this.
So we're into the next zone. Pretty sure this is the dragon fight, and I think this is where I'll just want my regular old mage armor because it's important that it stays up for the entire fight.
He's here. Defend yourselves.
But dragons don't worry me too much. I mean, it's possible that this guy is much nastier than the standard variety dragons, but I've got enough arrows. I'll get him eventually. That's not doing very much damage. And that put a pretty nasty degen on me. Alright, here's where I think I want my stamina regen necklace to overcome the degen that he's going to be repeatedly putting on me, I'm sure. Ouch. I'm pretty sure I still have my mage armor up, right? Yeah. That's just a pretty damaging attack. I've still got, I think I have enough potions to finish this fight. Jeez, he has a lot of hit points. I'd like for Serana to be a little bit more active in this combat. I just really need to not get hit by those degen attacks. Because my stock of potions is not looking as healthy as I might like it to. And there's some possibility that I'll want to get up in melee range with this guy, because I've got a lot of block perks and I can probably tank through his attacks as long as my timing is good. Wow, I don't even know how that hit me. Alright, Potion of Cleansing. And Serana is just steadily getting wrecked. See where the hell he is. So I think kind of camping between these two pillars is about as good as it gets for position in this arena. I've got at least a little bit of cover hanging out here. I was pretty sure that 50 Dragonbone arrows was enough to take down most dragons, but it's starting to seem like that might not be the case. I do have a huge stock of Elven arrows, but those are going to do a lot less damage. Actually, let's go all out with the Dragonborn Arrows of Shock. Gotta get whatever damage on this guy that I can. And if Serana can just keep eating the degen shouts for me, that would be ideal. And I'm in a pretty bad spot for health potions, so I'm going to have to be pretty careful. But I am doing pretty respectable damage. These Dragonbone arrows of shock, so I'm just going to keep doing this. And Serana is doing her job of distracting the dragon. I don't even know if my bow reaches that far. But I found a good location to be hiding out in, and the bone men aren't seeming to be finding it as much as they could. Really don't want to get hit by his degeneration shout. And I thought I brought a ton of potions into the Soul Cairn, but it turns out I may have just barely enough. Ah, he got me. Should have brought more potions of cleansing. And maybe I can find some better cover by ducking further back into this area. But I somewhat doubt it's going to get any better than this. Okay, if I've got his health low enough where he's grounded, the fight is basically over. And let's just switch over to Dragonbone arrows. And I could try and go for the dramatic melee kill, but instead I think I'll go for the incredibly safe and boring ranged kill and just keep filling him full of arrows. Whew. Got him. And I managed to not even die during that fight, which is pretty satisfying, actually. No loot.
Forgive me.
And that is it. Soul Cairn complete. Thank you for watching, and on to the next one.